Hi everyone, I'm Gemma and I'm the owner of Gemma Redmond Vintage, and I'm here again to share with you some new additions to my online collection. As I always mention, you're welcome to get in touch with me to find out more about any of these pieces, and you're also welcome to make a purchase if you would like to do so. The pieces will be being added to my website from next week. However, I should say that I'm gradually working my way through the previous 2 weeks of new arrivals, adding them to the website. I'm a little slower than usual due to us doing some house renovations here and being very, very busy with orders and the various things which come along with running a business on your own. The items are slowly but surely being added to the website from the last couple of weeks of new arrivals. What I will say is if there's anything you were particularly looking out for and you think it might have been sold because it hasn't gone live yet, please do contact me, because that may not be the case. It just may be that I haven't quite got round to adding it yet. So, those are the formalities over with. Let's begin by taking a look at this week's new additions. I have 6 pieces to share with you today. We're going through from around circa 1900 through to the 1960s, and we've got lots of pastel colours, pinks, turquoises, some nice fresh colours and fresh pieces for the final throes of summer, a final fling before we see the summer out and move into autumn dressing. So I'll begin by sharing with you what I'm wearing first of all, and then we'll move on to the treats that I have just down here for you. So firstly, let's go with the earrings. These earrings, as you can see, make a beautiful and stylish statement. They really are very cool. I was really pleased to find them. They're made by the Trifari company and date from the 1960s, and they have this fabulous swirling ribbon-like design. They're constructed from a matte brushed gold-plated metal and then detailed with a turquoise coloured enamel and a royal blue enamel, so really nice complementary colours. You can see that they're so effective. I'll take them off so you can have a closer look at them. You can see that the ribbon design culminates at the top of the earring in it crosses over in this sort of twist design, which is a really nice detail too. And then on the reverse, they are clip-ons and the earrings are signed too. They're in really great condition. Next, let's move on to the necklace that I'm wearing, and this is a really rare example of Art Deco era 1920s foil glass beadwork. It was most likely, the beads were most likely created in Italy, perhaps Venice, and they're detailed, and they are glass, and then they're detailed with foils in pinks and turquoise. Really a really nice combination of colours, bright colours. Very often we see in these pieces blacks and silvers and golds, really typical of the Art Deco era. These are a little bit more fresh and vibrant and really great for day-to-day wear, and perhaps with denim as I'm doing here. They're all graduated in size, and the beads go right the way around the length of the necklace. So I'll just take it off and show you, then you can have a closer look. This necklace has been restrung by a professional beadwork restorer recently. It fastens with a barrel clasp, as you can see, and the clasp is original to the necklace. When I purchased this necklace, the thread wasn't really strong enough or secure enough for the necklace to be worn again, so I have had the thread replaced with something much stronger. I've also taken out some beads which are which were a bit battered and bruised and chipped, and it sort of affected the look of the necklace. So all the beads that are remaining are in really great condition. I'll just hold it up so you can see the colours. They're extremely collectible. Beadwork collectors love foil glass pieces, and you can see that it's a really nice length too. It's not too long, not too short. Next, let's move on to a piece from the turn of the 20th century, so circa 1900. And you can see that it depicts a little cockerel or rooster. It's a really delicate pin. I'll just take it off, but I've pinned it on here because I think it works really well with the denim, and looks nice on the lapel of a pocket too. So I'll just unclip it. You can see. Sorry if I'm catching my microphone there. And there it is. I'll just hold it up against my hand so you can see him better. He's made from gilded metal, and he's detailed with green and purple glass cabochons and rhinestones. He was perhaps made in France, because I know the cockerel or rooster is an emblem often associated with France, so this is perhaps where he was made. You can see on the back the fastening pin is quite small but nonetheless strong, and we've got a tube hinge which gives an idea of the age of the piece. Really sweet. Next, let's move on to this fabulous cuff that I'm wearing. This is a wonderful example of chunky, bold 1930s Art Deco jewellery. It's made from gilded metal, and the gilded metal has this sort of linear open work, these cuts in it, which are really effective. And then we've got these pink glass baguette cut stones, which are in open back settings, so they really show the light through them too. I have had an example of this piece before, quite a few years ago now, and the piece had a purple glass in it, and I know it was very, very popular at the time, and I loved it too. So this is another example. This piece is perhaps French in origin also. I'll just unclasp it so you get an idea now of the length. It fastens with a box clasp, so it's not easy to see the fastening, which is nice. And there you can see the pink glass and the gold working really nicely together. And the reverse of the bracelet, you can see those open back mounts for the pink glass too. Next, let's move on to another brooch. This again has purple colours in it like the cockerel brooch, but it's much more of a statement piece. This is probably late 1940s, early 1950s, and it's got a wire framework to it, a gilded metal wire framework, and a floral posy-like design. It's detailed with colourless rhinestones and purple rhinestones in baguette and teardrop and round shapes, so there's a lot of interest to it. It looks great worn perhaps as a corsage type of piece for an occasion, but also really, I'm sure you'll agree, packs a punch on denim too. Let's move on to my final piece of the day. This piece is Czechoslovakian in origin, and it's detailed with multicoloured glass beads. The multicolours in a piece means that it's sometimes referred to as a harlequin design. This features this glass pendant necklace features green, pale pink, blue and yellow glass beads along its length, and then we've got some gilded metal filigree bicone beads interspersed amongst it, and then we've got this lovely chunky pale pink oval cut pendant at the base here, with a lovely filigree capping at the top too. It simply slides over the top of the head to wear it, so it's really easy to get on and off, and is perhaps great for layering with other pastel coloured pieces, and then also wearing on its own as a drop feature here. It really is a very pretty piece. Again, it's Czechoslovakian, from circa 1930. So that's my selection of pieces to share with you this week. Let's just recap. We've got the Art Deco era Czechoslovakian glass flapper necklace. This length is sometimes referred to as that. We've got these fabulous Trifari enamel ribbon earrings from the 1960s. This late 1940s, early 1950s rhinestone posy brooch. This circa 1900 cockerel brooch. This Art Deco foil glass bead necklace. And this Art Deco gilded metal and pink glass cuff. So thanks very much again for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this week's selection. I'll be back again with you all next week. Take care. Thanks. Bye bye.